Hello everyone, I'm Jovel5, main tank for Copenhagen Flames, and here we take a look at one of our attacks on King's Row in a scrim against Deva and his team. On King's Row, the defenders have a very long way back to the point, meaning if you get a pig, it is really advantageous and snowbally, and that's why we practice a fast in-your-face composition here on the first point. Using this ledge and never getting spotted gives you an advantage, since your enemies doesn't know you have a monkey, and when they notice you, you're already in the air above them, so they have to deal with you really quickly, and it's been working out great for us in scrims lately. The call here is that they had a McCree on the watch point, so we wanted to go right side around the statue and then jump him because he was out of position, but he fell down the same time as I did and then ran back to his team. But we decided to engage normally with the monkey comp, and I actually go really deep, but only because I had 2 to 3 people constantly lightninged, and Sheena got reflected a fire strike on 3 of them, so it would be really easy for her to clean up as a Genji afterwards. I immediately changed to a Reinhardt because we feel more comfortable with him in these narrow spaces and when pushing the payload. Since we won the first attack, we have a lot more ultimate charge than the enemy team, and that's why they're giving up so much space and so much free pushing. I want to charge up my ultimate, and that's why I slightly overextend for a very good fire strike around the corner. Sheena gets caught though, and the call is to fall back here, but their Genji starts overextending like crazy, and since we react to us getting picked off faster than they do, we can fall back and kill him very easily. Next, their Reinhardt overextends with a charge, and I actually keep my shield up because I know our enemies is in the gate, and I want my team to capitalize on their Reinhardt's positioning. I get greedy here and go forward at a corner when I know they have a McCree that can easily flashbang me, and I let my shield down to try to get the last hit in on their Reinhardt, and I'll pay for it. Right here, we know that their Zarya has ultimate up by now, and the call is for us to just go in and bait it and eat it. Then Fnif, our Sannyasa, can cancel it out with his ultimate, and I can try to counter engage with my ultimate. But here instead, they preemptively use their McCree ultimate, which creates a better opening for us, and Fnif calls to go in. Since the payload creates a narrow space between the enemy backline and frontline, I decide to charge in, and even if it didn't hit anyone, I would still create even more space between our enemies. They stack their ultimates here, even when we still have our support ult up. Sheena gets their McCree, so that's half of their DPS gone. Nidrid gets their supports, and we manage to push them back. It's being called their Reinhardt is very low, so I'm patiently waiting for a good fire strike opportunity. I also call if we could get the Reinhardt shield down, since I had ultimate up, and winning this fight would essentially let us free push the payload into the next point. We continuously stagger their deaths, and they bleed very hard from here. You can see that since they never get to set up a proper defense until we're already around the corner. The plan here was to bait their support ultimates with a Zarya Black Hole, and then I could follow up with a Rein ultimate later to capitalize on their support ults being down. But this was not needed since their Reinhardt charged at me and missed, and I got a free opportunity to ult the 4 people there. I knew Fimpy, our Zarya, was fully charged, so as long as they didn't use Transcendence this fight, we would win it and possibly get the payload all the way in on this. Target calling here was a bit clustered, and I wanted to push the payload as much as possible while we were still staggering in their deaths, but it kinda worked out for us. Afterwards we called who is alive and who should focus on where, either left or right. Fnif called multiple people up left, so I preemptively fire strike there, since they would have to rush out and possibly get hit to try and stop us from pushing it all the way in. Here on out I focused on the right side, since I have a very good chance of hitting a charge here, since they still have to rush. I feel like I have to thank Lucia here though, but I would probably have been able to kill the Sannyasa regardless. Right now our enemies are just panicking and trying to delay us as much as possible. I should have known their Reinhardt would have ulted, but it all worked out for us. Very minor mistakes, and we finished with a nice time of 3 minutes and 43 seconds. This has been Jovel5 from Copenhagen Flames, signing out.